They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Fans lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Commodores offense will get the ball first. It's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you could have all week, you could have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Finds his man, it's Hoskins. And the Commodores come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Hoskins. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Alexander. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. So Utah State's offense will take the field for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They'll give it to the back. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Barnes. Hauls it in. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thompson. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Aggies have this offense rolling. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Thompson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Wants to throw it. Dumps it to the back. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Grab behind the line. It's Hudson. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Power football with the run. He's out past the 35. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And the Commodores just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Dropping back, it's Pavia. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
And the Commodores will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Now they'll try the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride Davis here. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Ooh, and I love the running back here, running into the blitz. He saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Back to throw, it's Barnes. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. Gives them a little breathing room, picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
The Commodores can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Sherrill. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Picks up 4. 1st down, Commodores.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. He's got it down the left. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. The give to the tailback. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Caught over the middle. It's Fitzgerald. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
The Commodores decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Davis. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Barnes. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Alexander. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Yeah, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle at Stowers. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Third down coming up.
It'll be third and long. Wants to throw. It's Pavia. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Give to the running back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, that's 2 very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number 1, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw into. And the second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just take off and get what you can get. You got to like the decision-making this guy is showing right now in this game.
Catch in the middle, it's Lane. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll line up for a second down play. He leaves it with his back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Barnes. Bringing the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And for this quarterback, when you see the walls of the cave start to shake and crumble, you got to get out of there. And eventually, it collapsed on him.
And especially in 3rd and short, Reese, like pull the ball down and go get me some yards and maybe get me a first down. And you got to have that awareness after a couple seconds in the pocket, especially on that 3rd and short situation.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for room. It's Alexander. Breaks into the open. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sherrill. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air. It's Pavia. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And these drops can be very frustrating because you know he wants the football, and he demands the football. Dadgum, receivers a lot of times will walk in the huddle, throw me the ball. I've heard worse stories than that and worse language, but calling for the football, got to make plays, man. That's how you get more balls thrown your direction.
The Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
And I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
Just ran over it. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field, but his defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thompson. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They want to run it left here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Barnes. Rush is on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Stowers. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Pavia. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown Vanderbilt. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Surging forward on the sneak. Sneaks it in.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sterling. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Looking for a man. It's Barnes. Tight end finds a soft spot.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Here on third down. He wants to throw it again. Oh, they're after him. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Punt is in the air. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
First down for this offense. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the run, it's Alexander. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hudson. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
The Commodores are on the move. Got a man. It's Hudson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got it behind the line. It's Sherrill. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Pavia. Makes the grab. There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Eighth play of the drive coming up. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He caught it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Vandy!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Snagged in the middle, it's Boyd. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Aggies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Under fire. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw, it's Barnes. And wings it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Here comes the heat. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Takes a handoff. It's Alexander. Plows through the defense. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Pavia. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout.
I'll tell you, when you got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Finds his man. It's Fitzgerald. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't. Turning it on! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Barnes. Fires on the move. It's complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They just keep firing. Quick completion on the out. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping him.
To the air, it's Barnes. Unleashes to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Utah State. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Going to sling it on second down. That's caught. It's Hoskins. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Pavia. The screen, he can go. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Finding an escape route. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Utah State calls. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Utah State. And here they come, almost all the way back.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And here's the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Alexander. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Back to throw, it's Pavia. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thompson. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensive. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
All the way back to the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pulls it in. It's Dillon. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They boot it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. From the gun, the running back has it. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
The give to Davis. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Caught near the sticks, it's Davis. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Creates a little room. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Utah State offense has it going. Leaves it with the back. At the 20, he's got space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Barnes. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Lane. He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
And here comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Got the quick completion. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to pass. It's Pavia. Gets it out fast. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The Commodores really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He'll go to the sneak. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Going right to work up top. With the catch, it's Thompson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Utah State.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go to the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
Back to pass, it's Barnes. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Thompson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Davis. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Aggies are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Lane. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Connection to the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Aggies! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this team's belief in their self. I love the way they responded. Listen, you're playing against a ranked team, a perceived better team. You get down early, but you don't quit, Jesse. You keep fighting. Man, they took the lead in this football game. You talk about heart and belief, they got it.
You're absolutely right, David. And that's one of the things this coaching staff is always harping on this team about. You play until there's zeros on the clock. You keep fighting. It doesn't matter how much you get down by. You play the next play, and they slowly but surely have scratched and clawed their way right back into this game.
And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Aggies. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
That makes the score. Utah State 31, Vanderbilt 21.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's... Breaks into the open! A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Get it out on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
47-yard line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making the explosive.
And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Alexander. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Second down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another first down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Grab behind the line. It's Hoskins. Touchdown Doors! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Catch in the middle, it's Lane. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than's blocked, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Looking downfield, it's Barnes. Here's the pressure. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thompson. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Lane. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Davis. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
He's got it and still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah State.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Makes the quick grab.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Alexander. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer. Nice run by the running back.
And it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, what a great job by the defense. You know, on short yardage situations like this, they can run the QB sneak. You're diving, getting as many bodies around the quarterback as you can, and it's just gravy when you can force a fumble and recover in that type of situation.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Barnes. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Thompson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. He'll pull it on the read. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking the loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
Handoff from the gun. Oh, what a move. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Finds his tight end. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Sherrill. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
The Commodores with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Alexander. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, you're just running out of time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down late in the game. I need to force some plays, Paul. We're probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it. Because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And the Commodores have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Pavia. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And listen, still a ways to go. A great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Lining up for the PAT.
First off for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. An 84-yard drive there, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So, big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.